In a small village nestled in the mountains, there lived a boy named Julian. The village was surrounded by beautiful trees that provided shade, oxygen, and homes for birds. The villagers had lived in harmony with nature for generations, but as the population grew, the trees began to disappear. The villagers were cutting down the trees for firewood, furniture, and to make way for new buildings. Julian loved the trees and the creatures that lived in them. He would often spend hours playing in the forest, climbing trees, and watching the birds fly. But as he saw the trees being cut down, he knew he had to do something. Julian decided to take action and planted new saplings in the forest. He convinced his friends to join him, and together, they planted hundreds of trees. The villagers were initially hesitant, but Julian's passion and dedication inspired them to take notice. He gave speeches in the village square, explaining the importance of trees and the harm caused by deforestation. He showed them pictures of the village's past, when the trees were lush and green, and the air was fresh and clean. Slowly but surely, the villagers began to see the value in preserving their forest. They formed a committee to safeguard the trees and planted more saplings. Julian became the leader of the committee, and his efforts paid off. The villagers worked together to protect the forest, and the trees began to flourish once again. Years passed, and the village became a lush green oasis. The trees provided shade, fruits, and shelter for animals. The air was fresh and clean, and the villagers were proud of what they had achieved. Julian's efforts had inspired a movement, and the village was forever changed. Moral: individual actions can make a big difference when it comes to protecting the environment.